All right, so hopefully you collected your data here, and you can look at that to answer the questions. So the manipulated variable, if you remember, the manipulated variable is the one that the experimenter, that's us, changes on purpose. So for our ones, it was the length of the pendulum. That was our manipulated variable. Responding variable, okay, the responding variable, so we let it swing for 30 seconds, and we measured the number of cycles, or you call it swings if you wanted, but swing back and forth is a cycle. All right, then we use that. 3 controlled variables, so things that were supposed to stay the same. There are more than 3. I'm going to list 3 here. You might have different ones or more. The time, right? We kept the time 30 seconds the same. Another thing, the release point. So when you let the pendulum go, hopefully you let it swing about the same height. If you pull it up really high, things might have gotten weird, but that's another thing. And then things like the same room, right? Room. So that'd be like, the temperature, right? Humidity. Those things could have an effect. So you could think of a whole list of other ones as well. Control. Pendulum length. Okay. I'm going to go down and answer the last part of this question first. So as frequency is increased, so as frequency is increased, the length decreases. So we say this is an inverse relationship. We'd say they're inversely related. Number 5, pendulum length and period. Well, the longer the pendulum, the longer the period of time. So we'd say as period is increased, the length increases. Since they're moving in the same direction, we'd say they're directly related. All right, frequency. If you increase the frequency of the pendulum, the period gets shorter. So if it's swinging faster, the time it takes to make one swing decreases. So we'd say period and frequency are inversely related. All right, so your reading talked about this. A hertz, 1 hertz, and we use that for a lot of different, anything that has periodic motion. It just means 1 cycle per second. Now that cycle could be a complete wave. It could be the full swing of a pendulum. Anything with periodic motion. As long as our unit of time is second, we can call it a hertz. All right, if your prediction, go ahead and explain that based on your prediction. 2 similarities. So pendulums and waves. Your book used the word periodic motion. They both have periodic motion. And because they have periodic motion, they have a frequency, right? And a period. All right, well, there's a couple of similarities you might have mentioned there. All right, good. Make sure your name is on this and leave this on your table.